All right, hello everyone, and welcome to today's seated deep stretch session. I'm going to go ahead and get our tunes going, and we're going to get started by sitting in your comfortable position. So everything today is from your chair or your seated position, and my chair does not have arms on it. So if your chair does or does not have arms, that's okay. And sit nice and tall. To start, we're going to start with some breathing. Hands by your sides, sitting nice and tall, shoulders nice and proud, collarbone wide. And with a big inhale, you're going to reach your arms out to the sides and up over your head. And on your exhale, you'll let those arms fall back out to your sides and float down to their starting position. Go at your own pace, breathing in, arms up, and breathing out, arms floating down. Get some movement through the shoulders here. And if you would like, we're going to add a little bit of a flow to this. So on your next inhale, arms up. On your exhale, should you choose, you can take it to a forward fold. So hinge forward, reach those hands towards the toes. On your next inhale, you'll come to a halfway lift. So maybe put your hands on your knees, shins, or thighs to come up halfway. And then exhale, forward fold, reach those hands down towards those toes again. When you're ready, slowly roll back up, nice and tall, and we'll take it to the top again. Inhale, arms out to the sides and up over the head. Exhale, forward fold, hinge forward, reach your fingers to your toes. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to knees, shins, or thighs. Exhale, forward fold, hands right back down to those toes. We're going to go in one more time, coming to that sitting tall position, reset. And when you're ready, nice big inhale, arms out to the sides and up over the head. Exhale, hinge forward, fold, hands to toes. Inhale, hands to the knees, shins, or thighs, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Nice job. On a nice big inhale, come back up to your sitting tall position. We're going to take it to neck circles. So you can put your hands on your lap. You can hold on to the base of your chair. If you have arms on your chair, you can rest your arms there as well. For neck circles, you're going to gently guide your right ear towards your right shoulder. So it doesn't have to touch, and keep your shoulders relaxed. Just letting that ear dip towards the shoulder. And then you're going to roll the nose forward, tuck the chin to the chest, and then guide left ear to left shoulder. As you come forward to complete this circle, I want you to lift your chin energetically forward and up through center to feel a stretch through the front of the neck. And then we'll repeat right ear to right shoulder, tuck the chin towards the chest, let the nose point down, left ear, left shoulder, and then instead of tilting the head back again, push the chin energetically up and forward until you feel that stretch through the front of the neck. Keep going at your own pace. If it feels good, you can also extend your arms down long by your sides, palms face forward, fingertips reach down, and that'll just help draw the shoulders away from the ears. And let's reverse direction. So wherever you're at, left ear, left shoulder, chin to chest, right ear, right shoulder, and then chin energetically up and forward. So you don't have to tilt the head back, no crunching. Just getting that chin up and forward, nose gently points upward, just enough to feel that stretch through the front of the neck. Keep going through your circles. Keep those shoulders relaxed. We sometimes tense through our neck. Just getting a minute to work that out. Go ahead and pause, take a nice deep breath. We're gonna take it to arm circles. So get your arms out into your T shape. Left fingertips reach left, right fingertips reach right, arms are at shoulder height. And we're gonna roll our shoulders, our arms backward in small circles and then get bigger as you go, working through your full range of motion. Your circles will be as big as they can be when you're on your last one. I'm gonna approach my last one here. And then option to reach the hands behind you. If your back is against the back of your chair, you might need to scooch forward. But just reach your hands energetically behind you. If you can clasp your hands together behind you, feel free to do that. Roll the shoulders back, push the chest forward, open up through the collarbone. And go ahead and release. We're gonna come back to our T-shaped arms. Roll your arms in circles forward, starting small, getting bigger as you go. Again, working through a full range of motion. We're loosening through the arms, the shoulders, the chest, and upper back here. When your circles are as big as they can be, I want you to reach your arms forward. If it feels good to clasp your fingers together, you can. And then if your fingers are clasped, point your palms away from you, knuckles towards you. Push your spine back towards the back of your chair. Tuck your chin to your chest and reach forward energetically with the hands and the wrists. Stretching out the spine with a nice C shape. And come on back through center. Sit nice and tall. Maybe your hands fall to your lap or your hips. They can rest on the arms of your chair if you'd like. Just to reset, take a nice deep breath. We're gonna go into our seated cat-cow now for spine mobility. So sit nice and tall. My hands are gonna go on my lap here. Tuck your chin to your chest and push your spine back with an exhale for cat. And then when you need to inhale, push your belly forward, open your chest wide, roll your shoulders down and back, nose points forward. Go through this at your own pace. So inhaling, belly forward, exhaling, arching the spine backward. You can keep those hands on your lap or on your hips maybe, if that feels good. Just flowing through here. And when you're ready, come back to a neutral spine, sitting nice and tall, shoulders stacked over hips. I'm gonna keep my hands on my lap, but you can put your hands on your hips or rest them on the arms of your chair if that feels good. We're gonna go into shoulder circles. So you're gonna shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, then push them back, drop them down away from the ears, and then forward. Up, back, down, and forward. All of our music today is Kelly Clarkson. And when you're ready, let's reverse our shoulder circles. So we'll go up towards the ears, then forward, drop the shoulders down, and then release them back. This is again helping release any tension. If you happen to tense, like those muscles, if you think when you're cold and you shrug your shoulders, and you get tight through the back, or when we're stressed, maybe we hunch a little bit, or if we're sitting, just kind of loosening that up right now. And go ahead and shake those out. We're gonna take it to open the gate for a big hip opener stretch. So if you need to sit forward in your chair, feel free to do so, and feel free to use your hands to assist in this movement. Right knee is gonna lift up towards the chest only as far as is comfortable for you, keeping the bend in your leg. Then you're gonna guide the right knee out towards the right only as far as is comfortable. Right knee points right. And then you're just gonna set your foot back down where it started. And we're gonna keep going right side. Right knee up, right knee out, and then drop the foot down. My hip is crack-a-lackin' already. So this is a hip opener. This is also an opener through the inner thighs as you point the knee out. It's an opener through the back of the leg as you lift the knee up. And it's engaging through the side glutes and outer thigh as well. That has to squeeze in order for the knee to open wide. So we got a lot for lower body going here. I'm using my hands to assist my leg so that it feels more restorative. Nice job. Get one or two more in, and then we'll switch sides. All right, let's switch it out to the left side so both feet start flat. Left knee comes up towards the chest, left knee points left, and then drop the foot back down to the ground where it started. Up, out, and down. Again, I'm using my hands to assist the leg. You can do that as well, or you can hold on to the base of the seat or the arms of your chair for support. Opening up through the back of the leg, the hamstrings through the glutes. And we open up through the inner thigh, engage through the outer thigh and glutes. And then we reset. Nice job. A couple more here, and then we'll get into our next flow. All right. Okay. We are going to go ahead, reset, feet flat to the floor, shake and shimmy anything out. We'll take it to our first flow. For our first flow, we're going to do some movements, and then we'll hold the last one for a longer, deeper stretch. So for our first one, we're going to do some ankle flexion. So let's start with calf raises or heel raises, followed by toe raises. So your feet can be flat to the floor. You might have to walk your feet forward a little bit, but you're going to lift your heels, tap the heels down, and then lift the toes. Take it nice and slow. Working on ankle mobility here. My ankles are cracking. Waken them up a little bit. Just moving at your pace. Heels lift and lower, toes lift and lower. Next time your heels are lifted, hold it there. Take a couple deep breaths. Maybe it feels good to hinge forward a little bit. You can do that. Like we're sitting with high heels on. Just breathe. Drop it down and then lift your toes. Heels down, toes up. Feel the engagement through the shin here as we reach our toes up. Feel the stretch through the bottom of the foot. If you elongate your legs a little bit, less of a bend in the knees, the stretch might go through the back of the leg as well. And go ahead and set those feet down. We're going to take it to our core twists next. So for your core twist, your lower body is going to stay facing forward, feet are flat to the floor. And we're going to take our chest and we're going to slowly turn it to the left, and then we're going to slowly turn it to the right. So I don't have arms of my chair, so I'm going to use my legs as support, but if you want to use the arms of your chair as support, if you have them, that's great. So my right hand is going to reach to the outside of my left leg or the left arm of the chair. Left arm can reach to the back of your chair, and then just twist your chest to the left. Release, reset, switch sides. Left hand to the outside of the right leg or the right arm of your chair, right hand to the back of the chair, twist chest to face the right, release. Keep switching at your own pace, keeping it dynamic for now, twisting left and twisting right. Using whatever you have available to you for your movement. Next time you hold it left, we're going to hold it. Keep your chest left. Open up through the collarbone, proud chest. Feel the twist through the core. Again, the hips stay forward, so this twist is all happening in the torso. Getting a ringing out through our spine. Exhaling to release tension. And when you're ready, release. We're going to twist it right and hold. Chest right, hold it here. Spine mobility, opening through the chest, shoulders nice and wide. And go ahead and release that. Shake it out, sit nice and tall. We're going to come to our seated windmills. So take your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. However wide is going to feel good for you. toes forward. And we're gonna take our arms into our T shape. Left fingertips reach left, right fingertips reach right. Right hand is gonna reach towards the left foot. It doesn't have to touch the left foot, just going in that direction. And as you do that, you're gonna end up hinging forward, chest comes forward. Left hand to the ceiling. Then come back up, arms wide into your T shape. Left hand reaches towards the right foot, right hand to ceiling, and reset. Keep going slowly at your own pace. Opposite hand reaches towards opposite foot as the other hand sends to the ceiling, keeping the chest wide, shoulders wide, collarbone open, and engagement through the upper back. Shot. On your next one, keep right hand reaching to the left foot, left hand to ceiling, and hold. Keep the chest facing left as much as you can, nose points left. Left fingertips really reaching up towards the ceiling. Breathe. And when you're ready, you can release, come back to your T shape, switch sides. Left hand towards right foot, right hand to ceiling. Chest faces as far right as you can, nose points right. And go ahead and release that. Take a nice deep breath. Sit up nice and tall. We're gonna work on stretching the back of the right leg neck. So we're gonna do a calf stretch. So start with your feet flat to the floor, feet hip width apart. Tap your right heel on the ground so that your right leg extends straight. Keep your left foot where it was. Slowly reach your hands towards your right toes and then sit nice and tall. Keep the right heel there. Reach towards your toes, right toes, sit nice and tall. So right leg is extended as straight as it can be, heel on the ground, right toes lifted, hands reach to the right toes, then we sit up nice and tall. Exhale to reach, inhale to lift, feeling that stretch to the back of the right leg. On your next one, hold it down, reach towards those right toes, feel that stretch through the back of the right leg. Take a couple deep breaths here. And when you're ready, you can release, set your feet flat to the floor. We're gonna take it to the left. Left heel is gonna tap on the ground, so left leg is gonna straighten as much as you can. Left heel down, left toes lifted. Hands reach towards the left toes. And then sit up nice and tall. Hands reach to the left toes. Sit up nice and tall. Exhaling to reach, inhaling to lift. Taking it at your pace, but keeping moving. Inviting the back of the left leg to open up and stretch. On your next one, hold the reach to the left toes. Take a couple deep breaths there, really opening and inviting this back of the left leg to stretch and release. With every exhale you take, you intentionally release the tension. And with every inhale, you try to hold that release, maintain it, and get deeper with the next exhale. And when you're ready, you can roll on up to your seated position, sitting nice and tall. Feet flat to the floor, hip width apart, toes forward. We're gonna take it to our side bends. So you can keep your left hand on your lap or on the arm of your chair. Right arm is gonna sweep up and out to the side, up over the head, and then it's gonna reach up and over towards the left. And then you're gonna float that right hand back down to the side. So, nice big reach up and over, and release. So exhale as you reach up and over, and then I want you to inhale to release. You can add a little side bend with the body, maybe reach the crown of the head to the left as the right hand reaches up and to the left. And moving at your pace, stretching side body from the pinky to the hip. Your next one, hold the right arm up and over to the left, lengthening through the right side of the body. Taking a couple deep breaths. And when you're ready, you can let the right hand float back down. You can take your right hand to your lap or to the arm of your chair if you have one. And we're gonna take it to the left side. Left arm sweeps out to the side and up over the head, side bend all the way to the right. And then sit up nice and tall. Left hand floats back down by the side. Left hand reaches up and over the head and floats back down. Moving at your pace. Maybe as you reach the hand up and over the head to the right, you add a little side bend through the side body, opening up the left side, dropping the right shoulder a bit. Just waking up those muscles, getting them ready for the stretch to come. Next time your left hand is up and overhead, feel the stretch, hold it there. Left fingertips reaching up to the right, elongating the stretch from the top of the left pinky all the way down to the left hip. Breathe. And when you're ready, go ahead and let that left arm float back down to your sides. I'm going to get a quick drink of water and we're going to flow into hip openers next. All right. For our hip openers, we're going to come back to our open the gate really briefly. So sitting nice and tall, feet flat, hip width apart, toes forward. Right knee is going to come up to the chest. Right knee is going to point right, and then let your foot float back down to the ground, reset. Keep on the right side here. Everything we do for the next couple of stretches is going to be angled towards the right side. Nice job. All right, we're gonna go ahead and set the feet down flat. We're taking this to a seated tree pose. So take the bottom of your right foot and press it towards the inside of the left ankle. You can keep your right toes still planted on the ground, just point them slightly to the right and try to bring your feet as close together as you can. So right toes stay on the ground, the bottom of the right foot tries to rest on the inside of the left ankle. Now that makes the right knee point slightly out to the right. My left knee is still pointing forward. Just breathe here for a moment. Feel the hip open, front right of the hip. Gonna come with a squeeze of the back of the right outer glute. Breathe here. You can put your hands in a prayer position if you'd like. Just take a couple of deep breaths, letting that right knee open to the right in this seated tree hip opener. We're going to take this a step further. Take the outside of your right ankle and rest it on top of your left thigh. So now the right leg is off the ground, outside of right ankle, top of left thigh. You can choose if it's closer to your hip or closer to your knee. The closer to your knee, the more of a stretch you're gonna get. So this means that with your outside of your right ankle on your left thigh, the right knee is pointed out towards the right, which really forces an opening through the hip. Breathe here. You can rest your hands on your lap, on your hips, prayer position. Breathe. if you hinge forward at the waist, this stretch will start to open and invite the right hip to open slightly more through the back of the right glutes as well. Just breathe. And go ahead and release the right foot back flat to the ground. Now, we're gonna just let our knees kind of fluidly move. So both feet are flat, let the knees fall over towards the right, let the knees point over to the left. So we're just getting some rotation through the hip socket is all we're doing. Internal and external rotation. So the feet stay where they are, maybe they roll. So as your knees shift to the right, maybe the right side, the right edges of the feet touch. And as the knees shift left, the left edges of the feet touch. Just getting some hip mobility here. And when you're ready, come back to your neutral position, feet flat, knees are just bent in their neutral position. You're gonna take your right leg and step it to the right, straightening the right leg as much as possible and only stepping it as far as feels good to you. So if there's still a bend in that knee, that's okay. Just reach that right foot as far to the right as you can. This is gonna open and invite a stretch through the inner thigh, and it's gonna force the hip to open a little bit with the foot wider than hip width apart. From this position, to make it more intense, you can hinge forward at the waist, maybe rest your hands on your lap or wrap them around your legs for stability. You can hold on to the base of your chair. Always the option to sit nice and tall. And when you're ready, sit up nice and tall, step the feet in to each other. I want the inner edges of the feet to touch, so your feet are glued together, as close together as they can get. And then I want you to let your knees open a little bit wider. So the feet are together, the knees are apart. And with this position, you're gonna take it to a forward fold, which is gonna invite the hips to open. So only reaching forward as far as is comfortable for you, reaching down towards the toes. Feel the stretch through the outer hips here, with the knees wider than the feet. Let the spine release. Feel the stretch through the backs of the legs as well. And when you're ready, you can slowly float back up to a seated position. We're gonna do that same exact thing, focusing on the left side this time. So start with your feet flat, hip width apart, toes forward. Open the gate, left side really briefly. Left knee lifts towards the chest, points out towards the left to open the hip, and then sets back down to the ground. You can use your hands to assist, or you can use the base of your chair, the arms of your chair, whatever your chair can offer you or whatever your body can offer you, feel free to take advantage. Nice job. And when you're ready, set that left foot back down. We're gonna take it to that seated tree. So, my left ankle just cracked really loud. Lift your left heel off the ground. You can keep your left toes on the ground. Point your left toes slightly to the left so you can rest, for the most part, the bottom of your left foot on the inside of your right ankle. It's not perfect, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just want the left knee to be able to point slightly to the left. It doesn't have to be huge. From here, we breathe. You can put your hands in a prayer, you can put your hands on your hips, again on the arms of your chair, whatever's gonna work for you. And this is just gonna encourage the left hip to open a little bit before we get into those more intense hip openers. One more deep breath. And we take it to our pigeon. The outside of the left ankle is going to come up to rest on the right thigh. So the closer your ankle is to the knee, the more of a stretch you might feel an opening through the hip. With the outside of the left ankle on the lap, on the right thigh, the left knee has to point out to the left. You can breathe here. If you want more, you can hinge forward at the waist, shoulders come forward, chest comes towards that leg. And that will open up through the outer glute and the hip a little bit more. And when you're ready, you can release both feet flat to the floor. We'll take it to our little wipers, internal and external rotation through the hip socket. So both feet are flat, about hip width apart, toes forward. Let the knees fall towards the left, and then let the knees fall to the right. So as your knees go left, the left edges of the feet might touch the ground and the other edges lift. And then as the knees go right, the right edges of the feet might touch the ground as the left edges lift. Just getting some rotation through the hip socket. Nice job. And take it to your flat feet. We're going to reach the left leg to the left. So keep the right foot flat where it is. Left leg is going to reach out to the left as far as is comfortable for you. So you want to get your leg as straight as you can. That might mean there's a bend in it. As straight as feels good to you. Feel the stretch. Run through the inner thigh, maybe reach all the way down to the inner ankle, and also an opening through that left hip with the foot wider than the hip. We encourage that hip to open. From your position here, that if you hinge forward at the waist, you'll intensify the stretch. And if you sit nice and tall, that stretch will get a little bit less intense. So pick what's going to work for you today. And when you're ready, bring those feet flat to the floor, feet together, so the inner edges of the feet touch. And then let the knees come as wide as feels good to you. So feet together, knees apart. And we take it to our forward fold. Reach your hands towards your toes. Maybe they come all the way down to the ground. Maybe they don't. Find what range is going to work for you. Again, with the knees wider, it's going to open up through the hips. Hinging forward or stretching through the backs of the legs quite a bit, maybe releasing through the spine. Let the shoulders hang, relax. Let everything release. And when you're ready, slowly roll on up, one vertebrae at a time. Sit nice and tall. We're going to take it to our next flow series, focusing on the upper body now. So from here, feet flat to the floor. We're going to do an arm across stretch opening through the back of the shoulder. So right fingertips are going to reach to point left, directly to your left. So that means the right arm is going to come across the chest. You can have a bend in your elbow or your arm can be straight. That is up to you. Take your left hand and you can hug your right arm in close to your chest, or you can take your left hand and hug onto your right wrist and just get that arm in close to the chest, opening up through the back of the right shoulder. Breathe here. And go ahead and release. We're gonna stick to the right side. Right elbow is gonna point up to the ceiling, and right hand, the palm of the hand, is gonna reach to the upper back or the base of the neck, or the left shoulder blade, whatever is gonna work for you. The left hand is then gonna hug the right elbow in closer towards the midline. Breathe. Feel the stretch through the right tricep. Extending nice and long through the right side of the body. And go ahead and release the right arm. And let the left arm either hang out on the arm of your chair or on your lap. And take the right wrist, and we're just going to draw wrist circles with our right arm. So your elbow can kind of be tucked into your side. Give the upper arm a rest. As you draw circles, open or closed fist, doesn't matter, with the right hand. You can go clockwise, counterclockwise. You can make a big circular motion with your hand, small circular motions with your hand. Just working through your full range of motion here. Wrist mobility. Now we're gonna take it to a wrist stretch. So put out a stop sign with your right hand. So extend your right arm nice and long in front of you, shoulder height, palm forward, fingertips up, as if you're signaling someone in front of you to stop. Then you're gonna take, if this feels good for you and you already feel stretched through the inside of the forearm and the wrist, that's great. If you'd like to take it further, you can gently take the left fingertips and pull the right fingertips towards you gently, or towards your shoulder, to get a further stretch through the inside of the wrist. And when you're ready, you can release that, maybe do another wrist circle or two to loosen up. And we're gonna sit nice and tall. Both hands can come to your lap or the arms of your chair. And I want you to sit with nice posture. So shoulders stacked over hips. Squeeze your shoulder blades together to puff your chest out and widen your collarbone. And then hold it here as you take some deep breaths. So shoulder blades squeezed, chest open and wide, collarbone wide, shoulders drawing back. Stretching through the chest. When you're ready, arms can reach down by your sides. On an inhale, arms reach up overhead. At the top, clasp your hands together. Extend your hands to reach back behind you as you push your chest and your belly forward, opening up that stretch, building on it, making it deeper. Hands reach back, chest and belly reach forward. And go ahead, let your hands float back down to your sides. We're gonna switch sides, focusing on the left side of the body now. Left fingertips reach to your right, so the left arm comes across the chest. You can have your arm straight or bent here, whatever's gonna feel best for you. Take your right hand, you can either hug your arm in close to your chest, or you can take your right hand to your left wrist and try to just get that arm closer to the chest, stretching and opening through the back of the shoulder blade. I personally like to have a little bit of a bend in my arm, and I take the palm of my right hand and hug it to my chest between the elbow and the shoulder. Trying to find what's going to work for you. Breathe here. opening up through the back of the shoulder blade. And release. Left elbow is going to reach towards the ceiling. The palm of the left hand is going to reach to the upper back between the shoulder blades or towards the back of the right shoulder blade. Take your left hand and reach it towards, take your right hand and reach it towards your left elbow. And if it feels good, guide that left elbow in towards the center line of the body, closer to the head, to feel a stretch through the back of the left tricep. Breathe here. And go ahead and release your arms back down by your sides. We're going to take it to wrist circles left side. So right arm can rest on your lap or on the arm of your chair. And left arm or left hand can be open or closed fist. Draw circles. Clockwise, counterclockwise, small and big, making a combination of all of them. Just free flowing here. Your elbow can be bent by your side to give the upper arm a little bit of a rest as you move through wrist fluidity here. And we'll take it to our wrist stretch. So give yourself your stop sign. So reach your your left arm forward, palm forward, fingertips up, arms at shoulder height. If this is enough of a stretch through the inside of the wrist for you, hang out here. If you'd like more, take your right fingertips and pull those left fingertips back towards your shoulder, or your left shoulder, or yourself, very gently, to open up through the inside of the left wrist. And go ahead and release that. Maybe give yourself another couple wrist circles on that left side just to loosen it up. And we'll come to our shoulder squeeze. So hands can be on your lap or on the arms of your chair. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, draw the shoulders back, puff the chest forward, opening up through the chest and collarbone. Nose points forward. Breathe. When you are ready, go ahead and send your hands to your sides. On an inhale, reach the arms out to the sides and up over the head. At the top, clasp the fingers together and reach the hands back, up and back as you push the chest and belly forward to build off of that stretch. And let the hands float back down by the sides. Nice job. I'm going to get another drink of water and we will go into some more deeper holds to finish us out today. All right. We're going to start with getting back some spine mobility with seated cat-cow. So feet start flat to the floor, toes forward, feet about hip-width apart. Hands to your lap is fine, or I would recommend the lap for this one. And take a nice big inhale. On your exhale, we take it to cat. Push your spine back, tuck your chin to your chest, roll your shoulders forward, creating a C shape through the spine. And then when you need to inhale, you'll dip the belly forward or pull the belly forward, roll the shoulders down and back, collarbone wide, nose forward. Go through these at your own pace with your breath. So exhaling for cat, spine back, chin tucked. Inhaling for cow, nose forward, belly forward, shoulders back. flowing. Breathing. And come back to your neutral spine when you're ready. We're going to take it to a nice long side bend. Right arm reaches down by your side. Inhale, right arm reaches out to the right, up over the head to the left, elongating through the right side of the body. Left hand can be on your hip, on your lap, holding onto the arm of your chair for balance. Maybe holding onto the base of your chair for balance. Whatever's going to work for you. Stretching from the right fingertip all the way down the right arm, right side body to the right hip. Breathe here. And let that right arm float back down. We switch sides. Left arm reaches out to the side, up over the head as you inhale. And reach up over to the right. Take a couple deep breaths here. Slowly release. Let that left arm float back down to the side. Sit nice and tall. Take your right knee and hug it to your chest. The left foot might need to be flat here for stability. As you hug your right knee in as close to your chest as you can, being a slight opening through the back of the right leg and glute to start us off here. Maybe with your knee to your chest, you open that knee, bring it closer towards the right shoulder outside the chest to feel a stretch through the inner thigh, outer hip slightly. And go ahead and set it on down. Extend your right leg straight, right heel on the ground, right toes lifted. Keep that left leg where it was, just bent flat, and reach towards those right toes. Hinging forward, reaching nice and long down the right leg, feeling a stretch through the back of the right leg from the heel to the glutes. And depending on how far you hinge forward and reach, this stretch can extend from the back of the right glutes all the way through the crown of the head. And go ahead and release that. Both feet flat to the floor. This time we hug our left knee to our chest. Left knee comes in, wrapping your arms around your left shin. Feeling the stretch kind of initiate through the back of the hamstring and glute. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Open the left knee outside or towards the left shoulder, slightly to encourage the stretch to move to the inside of the thigh, outer hip. And when you're ready, extend the left leg long and straight, left heel to the ground, left toes lifted. Reach for your left toes with your hands, elongating that stretch through the left back of the left leg. Again, the further you reach, the more you might get this stretch to come through the back as well, the spine. Breathe. And slowly roll on up, one vertebrae at a time. Take both feet flat to the floor, hip width apart, toes forward. And we take it to our forward fold. Reach your hands towards your toes. Fold yourself in half. Hands can maybe reach past the toes to the ground. Feel the stretch through the spine. Release through the shoulder blades. Let the shoulders fall heavy to the sides. Let gravity take over. If it feels good, walk your feet wider than your hips, staying in your forward fold to allow the stretch to go to the inner thighs, outer thighs, hips. Breathe. You can slowly roll on up. Extend both legs straight, heels tapping on the ground, toes lifted. As straight as you can get the legs. Reach towards your toes, getting a nice forward fold with the legs a little bit straighter, building off that stretch, releasing through the backs of the legs. And slowly roll on up, one vertebrae at a time. Sitting nice and tall, arms float down by your sides. On an inhale, sweep your arms out to the sides and up over your head. And on an exhale, let your arms float back down by your sides. Take a couple more deep breaths like this. Inhale, arms float out and up. Pause for a moment at the top before you exhale and let your arms float back down by your sides. Keep breathing your pace, nice big deep breaths, filling the lungs. The next time you exhale and your arms float down, find your most comfortable seated position, whether that be feet flat on the floor, maybe you're all the way back in your seat, maybe you're forward, just find what's going to feel good to you. We're going to go through a quick little body scan here, starting at your toes, and I just want you to notice, just notice, that's all you have to do. Notice your toes, how they feel. Move up to the tops of the feet, the bottoms of the feet, traveling to the heel of your foot. Once you get to the heel, we move to the ankle. From the ankle, we move up to the shin. Just noticing. From the shin to the calf. Calf to the knee. From the knee to the thigh. Thigh to the back of the upper leg, the hamstring. We then move to the hips. Hips to glutes. Glutes to core. Core up to the ribs. And ribs to chest. Chest to fingertips. Fingertips to the hands and knuckles. Backs and fronts of the hands. To the wrists. Forearms. Elbows. To the biceps and triceps, the upper arms. We meet at the shoulders, chest, and upper back. We travel up to the tops of the shoulders where they meet the neck. From the neck to the back of the head, wrapping around to the front of the head, the face, and ending at the crown of the head as we release our energy up and out. That brings us to the end of our seated deep stretch session. Thank you everyone for joining. I'll stop our recording here.